parts.
My groceries got delivered, but I'm here. Let's do this junk. Ghost form. There's no mail. I'll just check anyway, again. I was AFK, so whatever. Alright, cool. And now we play the waiting game. Oh, good. They're back. Okay.
Hello.
Good evening.
How are you doing today?
Relatively the same as yesterday, I'd say.
I completely understand that.
Okay. How are you then?
I am well, just sort of wandering around while Osiris sleeps.
Oh, I see. You're welcome to wander around here if you'd like.
I appreciate that. And I also did want to thank you for the letter. I'm sorry I hadn't had a chance to write back or stop by before. It's just been a little bit hectic.
No problem. I don't get many letters, but some of them are difficult to read anyway, so it's probably for the best.
Well, you were asking about the mark I have on my shoulder.
Yes, indeed.
Well, it's gonna sound silly, but I was doing some doodling on my skin with some color one day, and, well, I liked how it turned out, so I just made it a permanent color, and it's been here since.
Well, that doesn't sound silly. I think that's how most people get tattoos and body modification.
Well, Osiris teases me because when I'm in a building mood, and if he's nearby, I just end up drawing blueprints on his skin just with my fingertip. And he's like, "What are you thinking of building now?" And just gives me a bad time.
I see. Has he ever been able to guess what it is based on the finger drawings?
Sometimes, but sometimes I'm just randomly doodling and he thinks I'm working on a blueprint. I'm like, no, just felt like randomly drawing shapes on your skin. He's like, that one actually felt like something, and just like, nope, not this time.
It's an interesting form of artistic expression.
Well, I enjoy building, and sometimes I just can't build what I want to, so I draw out the ideas, and if I don't have my sketchbook handy, well, his skin works just as well for at least drawing purposes.
Of course.
He was supposed to wake up after the storm, but sounds like he got pulled into a nightmare, so I may have to wait a while before he wakes back up.
That is unfortunate.
It really is. I think we were going to wander because, well, there's nothing we need to gather. There's, at least as far as I know, nothing going on in the lands. So I think we were going to just go wander and explore the sites and see what we can find, but...
Oh. There have been quite a few people from the tower that have come by recently, so they may be, I guess, doing whatever they do.
Yeah, that's always possible. It's just... if I'm going to have to deal with people, I usually try and have him around, so if I need to, I can hide behind him because, well, I am not one for large groups.
Gotcha. And I am not people.
You are people enough for me, and in the good way.
Okay. Thank you.
I think I am just gonna go wander some more, but it was a pleasure getting to catch up, and I'm glad I got to answer the question about, well, what's on my shoulder.
Yes. You're welcome to stop by anytime or take a break inside or anything.
I appreciate the offer. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well in your wandering.
I'm hopeful the wandering will at least prove to be a distraction for a while. Until
Yes.
Cyrus can wake up.
Well, even
But
a walk is a fruitful endeavor,
yeah, gets me out of the house.
right?
Take care of yourself.
Okay, I guess. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's not who I thought that was gonna be.
No, the ghost is here.
Which ones are the holes you conquered? Besides one.
Her ass. Wait, what happened here? Why is there more stuff in here?
He said so in his letter. That he had people come.
Oh, and bring this stuff back in, yeah. They repaired it as well.
Yes.
Please don't mention any of this to my father.
Okay, I won't.
Eh,
He requires
Blue.
all the information.
no, he does not. Hello, Jeanoopie.
Good
There's some type of animal
evening.
on the ground here.
What part do you not want mentioned?
We'll discuss that when we're not here. Anyway, Jeanoopie, I appreciate your letters, but you only really
Hey,
need
was
is
you on about the
one
conquering of
thing.
the holes?
Yes.
Stanley! You're getting back at me like this because I took your tin, isn't it?
Maybe.
Oh, you cheeky shit. Anyway, you only really needed to send at least one or two letters. You don't have to send multiple.
Well, you know how it is. Someone reads the letter and takes it, and then they don't see the other person, and you know. Uh-oh. Okay.
I got the sound bug, so unlucky. That was very, very important, and it's very unfortunate that sound stopped working. I was like, why is no one saying anything? It depends on what's visible when I log back in, I guess, as to what I have to do here. If they're still there, fine. If they're not, something bad has to happen. I'm going to explain it like when he picked up the painting, it like forcefully shook Jeanoopie in like a shove or something. Like he experienced it, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Come on. So they probably won't stay through re-download of mods, and I might not be able to do it. Well, I could probably do it while streaming, I guess. It worked. I don't hear them. Maybe they left. Oh, no, they're
Then
still
the
here.
next time someone pulls a blade on her, she's gonna swing.
Exactly.
He pulled out a fucking
Blade.
cup. Jeanoopie?
What happened?
I think Forge you did something.
I didn't do anything.
Why were you shaking that jar at him, Ford?
What?
I didn't shake no fucking jaw.
It.
Forge, what was that chanting you were doing?
It felt
Okay,
like
all of you are just fucking with me.
something shoved me sideways or something.
That
Oh,
was
Ford, you bastard.
Did you push him?
I
What?
hate you all.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine, although your other two people that were here that was, I guess, helping you with your house decided to pull some blades on me, and I didn't take too favorably to it.
No.
No. She went, no, please don't stab me. I don't want to die.
I didn't say that.
They are
Kinda
pretty
sounds like you.
secretive. Wild.
Your things are stolen again.
What does
Not-
this use?
Like a bar of soap.
It's not so.
The
not safe.
painting's missing. The painting's missing. The painting's missing. Where is it? The painting's missing.
No.
Oh
And
no.
this is used to wash dishes.
The painting's missing.
Jeanoopie!
The painting. The painting. Where is it? It's missing. It's missing.
Oh no, someone's stolen from you, Jeanoopie. For the right price, we can find out who did this horrible monstrosity of an act to you.
It might have been those two people that just left.
Oh no.
Oh, they did run off pretty quick, didn't they?
I suppose that explains their attitude. They wanted
I'm
to
sorry, Jeanoopie.
What? Why would they take it? They had plenty of time. It must be here.
Can't hit this.
It's not in the garden.
Are you
Well,
sure?
They disappeared real quick, Jeanoopie.
No.
Stanley.
I'll float through all the boxes. Maybe it's just in one.
Do you want me to find where they went?
I suppose. Maybe it's
Yeah, I think I saw
under
them go
the
out
house.
this way. I'll have a look.
Why are you chasing after Stanley?
He left with it. He could bring it back though. Shoot. But I don't. Dang, I can't tell.
Have a glowing ball.
Here, Pebble, take this.
Oh God.
Alright.
You put it back though, so it's
Put
gotta
that in
be.
the mug again.
Jeanoopie?
It's back. What happened?
What
Jeanoopie,
happened?
is that
What?
you?
Hello.
Are you alright?
I think so.
Crap.
These awful people didn't hurt you, did they?
Awful What the fuck did you say, my
Speak
dad?
that way again, and I'll beat you to death.
What the where? What?
You think I'm scared of your weapons?
I guess another fight isn't
That
so.
way, Ford.
We've known Jeanoopie
Another
far
fight
longer
about
than you
what?
have,
They were
So you
accusing us
claim.
of hurting Jeanoopie,
so I claim.
and
Did you read the notes?
Megan did not like it.
Most of those names are the people in this room.
fuck's sake. Jeanoopie is a ghost. He cannot be hurt. Now his belongings can, but He doesn't really place very much value in them. Most of them.
First you pull out blades on me, and then you call us nasty people. I don't appreciate that.
You have rather nasty attitude.
I don't
My
appreciate
attitude
you
is
tearing
my
up
own.
Jeanoopie's place and praising
His
his
place
items.
was already torn up when we fucking got here, woman.
Well, that's true, yes. What?
We've also brought him rugs before.
Yes.
And we even offered to even fix up the holes in his house too. But he told us not to worry about it because that's just part of nature doing its will.
Yes. I do think everyone in the room has sort of come around and helped out often and stuff. Or just chatted and spent time here.
Interesting, that, isn't it? So you were saying, awful people. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue.
Well, if you weren't the ones who tore the place apart, why did I hear you standing out there appraising how much each item would be worth?
Everything has a price.
Why
We were
would it
saying
matter?
things cost money. Why would it matter what we said?
It's suspicious.
You're suspicious.
Yeah, going around covering your faces so people can't see who you are.
Fine, you want to see my...
Oh, I couldn't give two shit.
Then why bring it up?
Then why is it an issue?
I
Clearly,
believe
it
the
doesn't
word
raise
is
suspicion.
hypocrite.
I'm not a hypocrite, I showed my face.
What I'm saying is you can't be acting suspicious, sneaking around suspiciously, and then call other people suspicious.
And what else are we supposed to do outnumbered 5-2?
1, 2, 3.
That
Yeah, there's
sounds
5.
like your problem, not
That's 6.
Well, when we show up and you're immediately hostile,
Wait, that is incorrect. You are lying.
You're the ones that were the hostile first.
I did not have
No.
weapons drawn when you entered the room, and did not even say a word. Someone had their weapons drawn and was hostile towards us. I still didn't even pull a weapon now. There was only one still being hostile. And who started the hostility?
Oh, I missed so much!
well, is that a concern?
No, don't try and twist it now.
We were
'cause
all
that would've made
concerned.
it- That could have meant that we could have been hostile at any point and said, oh, we were concerned about our poor friend Jeanoopie. Let's take your fingers.
I will say, all of you are the most cautious people. Well, except for the person with the toad. He's probably more cautious, but other than him. So,
He doesn't like me because I want to eat him.
Pebble?
he doesn't like me because I said boo.
Well, anyway, Jeanoopie.
You like to
Sorry.
put those away. Thanks.
Besides the tension that you can cut with a hot knife through butter. I saw the flower that you were talking about.
Oh. Okay. Excellent. I'm glad it continues to proliferate.
Of course. I figured you might like that. I haven't done any more paintings yet, but I'll try and make another one before, you know, we're gone.
Right. On
Jeanoopie, are you
your-
sure you don't want me to put you in a jar and walk you around the lands before we leave?
No,
I won't shake you too much, I promise.
I think I'm okay here. Something.
I don't think you...
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you want to trust Pebble's delivery service.
What do you mean?
She's the finest courier pigeon in these lands.
I'm not a fucking pigeon.
She's the finest courier sparrow in these lands.
I'm not a sparrow.
I'm going outside.
Shut up.
Sucker!
If this is just a thought, because I know how you all think, but if you're looking for someone to do violence upon, the neighbors visited earlier and sort of shoved everything off of the tables and stuff.
I was wondering about that. I thought that you finally got powerful enough to start throwing stuff around.
No, but they did take the board that was on the floor, so I can't
You mean
work
the
out
one-
Fucking
anymore.
rude.
You mean the ones in that nearby village?
Yes, the neighbors.
Well, time to go eat some innards.
Well, Pebble's already got a head start. Dakin, you want to work off some of that heat?
I am fine.
Oh,
Very
you're
well then.
far
It's
be it
alright.
from me
Oh.
to say, but you look radiant.
Thank you.
It's alright. I'm sure Jeanoopie don't want any more blood spilled in his own. Do you, Jeanoopie?
I didn't know there was already blood spilled here. Except occasionally the neighbors do tussle over stuff.
Well, I'll see you about trying to get your board back.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Fine weather we're having.
Right. uh... So, anybody know any sea shanties?
Hopefully it did not, because... I
How
can't
about your
imagine
friends
it.
over here, Jeanoopie? Surely they know a song or two.
Nope.
A couple, but I'm no singer.
So,
Is everyone alright?
Oh, peachy.
Jinx.
I don't have to patch anybody up then.
don't really know what happened personally. That was a very strange experience.
Do you feel alright?
Well, I don't feel anything, but actually I did for a moment, which was, as I said, very strange.
How was your murder, Forge? My murder was great.
It was fine, but I think those assholes used his table as some firewood, unfortunately.
Oh. They do that, yes.
Oh, I didn't even look for that. I was just too busy ripping out their guts and eating them in my face as they kept fighting.
That's very lovely, Pebble.
Thank you!
Who is the person in the portrait? The painting?
Oh, that's Elmis Scary.
Who is she?
She's I believe, wood elf. She lived a very long time ago, although elves do live quite a while.
Yes. Though Tamina told me not to ask her age.
It's improper to ask any lady her age.
Oh, but I thought we confirmed earlier you're not a lady.
You can be a lady without powdering your nose, Stanley. That's the unfortunate mistake you made.
Was she someone that was important to you, Jeanoopie?
Yes, we did spend quite a deal of time together.
Was she the one that you gave flowers to?
Also, yes, actually. Although flowers can brighten most rooms and spaces, so if given the chance, I think, giving them to pretty much anyone is worthwhile.
So I can see how it's very important to you.
Well, yes, I did paint it.
Jeanoopie, were you able to do magic in your mother form?
No. I used to know a very intricate dance, but I wouldn't call it magic. It just looked kind of funny.
Oh, you know how to dance?
Of course, I lived quite a life.
You want to see my dance?
Okay.
This is the mating dance of my people.
Oh boy.
That's a nice dance.
Break it down,
Thank you.
Pebble.
It is as if I am infected with the worms again. I'm watching that.
I am fine, thank you. The only worms that I have in my body are in my belly.
It might be too soon to have made that joke, Ulfric.
It wasn't a joke. That was torture.
You're welcome for that, by the way, because I had to force feed you that drink. Ulfric was easier. You weren't, Pebble.
Anything comes near my face, I'm going to bite at it.
Look, if you knew that you were going to take the medicine and you were going to get, like, wormy treats in the end, why would you fight me?
Because it still tastes disgusting.
I have an extra dose of that. If you're serious, you need to drink it.
No, that's alright. I don't need another reason to vomit. Pebble being here is enough.
As if it's easy to look at your bald ass head.
I am not bothered by being bald.
Got so many wrinkles in it.
Saying that though, Pebble, Adam done a
Flaky.
job on the back of your head, didn't he?
Look like an overcooked cookie.
Cookies are typically brown. I do not tan, really. Mostly burn in the sun.
All right then.
Stanley.
Yep, still there. What's up?
What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing.
Do you have another mug on you? Just in case.
Pebble?
Yeah.
Pebble?
What?
Give it back.
Give up it.
You know what?
I don't have anything.
Apparently not.
I see. Very well.
Well,
Can I ask how long the two of you have been in the land? And this is only my second interaction with you. I was just interested.
Oh, how long we've been here?
Yes.
A little over a week.
Some of us did overhear some of the comments that you had made about us being in here. I just want to clarify that while I do not visit Jeanoopie in abundance, many here do. You might just try to remember that you do not know everyone around you.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Yes, everyone here does visit from time to time. It's very true.
Funny though, only a handful of us came to your little party.
Pebble,
What?
don't touch.
But it's so pretty.
Don't. I'll give you a fat grub if you don't do it. Just put it back.
What if no?
Oh God.
Look, 2 fat grubs, okay? Just put it back on the wall.
5.
All right, 5.
20.
50. Now put it back. And that's my final offer.
No. Tamina, do you want some of those?
What about the bugs that are over here in this frame? Can I have that?
Ulfric, really? Are you serious?
Sure, just don't mess with the painting.
No.
Why?
Because it means something to Jeanoopie.
You 100 grubs.
Yes.
Pebble.
Yes.
Hmm.
They're just emoting, glancing around and stuff.
Just remember, Pebble. There are consequences to actions.
She picked it up.
I appreciate that you appreciate my work.
Oh, of course, Jeanoopie.
You still owe me 100 grub.
Oh no.
Well, was there any other errands that we were supposed to do today other than just visit Jeanoopie?
No. I'm here to take stuff, not visit.
Oh, frick.
I'm not.
Oh yeah, Jeanoopie, can I have those bugs in those frames? They look really tasty.
Yes, I think so, although they're very old, so...
Doesn't bother me, it's extra crunchy.
What are you talking about, Pebble?
They're very old.
I don't even think they have their innards anymore.
Right.
You're so crunchy.
Well, I'm gonna head outside.
A little dusty, it's fine.
Yeah,
Oh, I probably could have floated through them and told you they were dusty on the inside.
Oh, you can see stuff on the inside? Can you flow through me and see what's inside me?
Sure, I suppose.
Do it, 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 do it.
You don't need to float.
It would probably be dusty bugs.
Ugh.
Yes. You're basically making a pigment in your stomach with the husks of the bugs and the, as you said, innards from over there.
Yes, they did. The first time they came in, she had her blades drawn, and then started grumbling about how it was 2 against 3.
You also
sounds
have
lovely.
interesting
Why we
bones.
were there, and said that I was worried about what happened to me.
Yeah, I have lighter bones so I can fly, but not really useful anymore.
Why did you fucking bother to ask me?
Oh. Well, they look different than other people, so there you go.
she? Besides, on top of that, I've seen other people here like Cork. Also, I might not agree with what they're doing in there, but it's not like we're all doing it.
Well then, we have an errand to run.
Alright.
Requires a burnt body.
Go on
Easy
then.
enough.
The pleasure was all yours.
Okay.
See you later, Jeanoopie.
I think
Goodbye.
Clean the frame, or did Bevel actually manage to clean it?
I think she only just touched the edges.
What are you talking about? What did I touch? I smeared blood all over the frame.
How's it going, Jeanoopie?
Today has been interesting.
Aye.
It was pretty. I touched it.
Winter visited earlier.
Oh.
Jeanoopie,
Yes.
I'd like to take a look at the frame. I'm going to clean it up really quickly.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Who's he?
So when Winter visited, I suggest she go see your, tower or whatever, and then, well, she said she worried about, being around people without Osiris, and
I think
after that, I pointed out that I didn't count as people, and that started a philosophical debate on the essence of a soul.
Oh man.
You should take.
I'm sure that was fun.
Well, I think about it from time to time.
Well, you have no shortage of time.
No.
I'm gonna guess that everybody's gonna go back home.
I've definitely noticed a few things missing. Do you know what else the neighbors took?
What's the
Um,
an errand?
well, you put that very pretty potion on the table here, and that's what they got first, and then it became a sort of ransacking, and I mean, most of the other stuff is furniture, so,
Well,
I got all of the blood off of everything important, but the frame itself is just a touch stain. But there's no blood left on it.
okay. Thank you very much, like I said.
Not at all. Do have a good day.
I'll try, I suppose. You as well.
Alright. And you too as well. Travel safely.
Aye. No hard feelings, right?
Not for me. I may travel with them now, but I'm not associated. You should just be careful. Drawing blades on people you don't know may end up... Well, you may end up in a grave very early.
Fair.
First time I've heard that threat.
Wasn't really a threat, more as just a kind parting word. Did the others head out?
Yes.
Perhaps we talk first about what later.
Generally, when I walk into a room and there's 5 very large people, armed to the teeth, wandering around inside, my first reaction is not to say, "Oh, hello, how are you?" It's get something sharp in my hand and get the hell out.
Well, when you're with me, we start with that.
I'll try.
That way we don't put our foot in our mouth.
I'm not really designed to react to confrontation.
I understand.
Shut down.
No, just let me take the lead from now on.
It is an interesting thought, though. Are you designed?
I think bred would be the better word.
Designed by what? Like a higher power?
Who knows? Also, I thought you meant bread as in the food for consumption, and I was very confused for a second.
No.
Yeah. My fiance is actually a king.
You stop.
Congratulations on your nuptials, or pending, as I should say.
Thank you, Jeanoopie.
We should probably start getting this place picked up.
Tomato.
Shut up.
Jeanoopie. What if I told you I could make her blush again?
Oh my god, don't even start.
But it's funny.
I haven't even gotten my heart to stop racing from being cornered.
Now your heart's gonna race because I'm gonna make you, third. Probably should pick these up.
I did bring some more kitchen goods as you requested. Cups, plates, pans, the like.
Oh. Thank you very much, then.
I'll go tuck them in the box downstairs, and you can drift through them when you get a moment. See if there's any you like. I tried to bring full sets of most of them.
Well, when I was very young, my mother used a set of silverware that, although it was wooden, it had animals carved into the ends. Any chance you have some of those?
Well, I definitely have some wooden bowls. I don't know if they have animals carved into the end, though.
Oh, right. One of your chairs.
Yes. The neighbors often attempt to take things and then sort of give up when it's too heavy.
You should probably grab that.
It's down next to Braylon's card, I think, but it doesn't really match.
Alright.
Oh shoot, I can't actually. Oh, I destroyed it.
Come by often.
Somewhat.
Do they just come to talk?
Yes, well, Ulfric gave me Alexa, and Damina is the one who I don't know if you've seen it, but there was a posting about the house in town.
Fair. I'm just wondering if they came to talk or more just think that.
Mostly just to talk, I think. I write them letters from time to time. Forge is going through quite a lot.
That one, the big scary looking one, mentioned multiple times that he was here to take things. I think he was the one who was talking about what price the chairs would fetch.
Interesting. I did send them a letter about their upcoming trip, and if they needed some supplies, like, you know, the spare wood and stuff.
That.
Perhaps we got off on the wrong.
I don't know. I don't trust them at all. Everything we've seen of them is red flag.
Fair enough. But this Jeanoopie's.
I suppose.
Just to start fights in the homes we don't own.
Straighten out some of these numbers.
Looks like they broke all the legs on that chair. It's sitting kind of precariously.
Damn. Oh well.
They probably tried to make it fit through the door easier and ruined it.
Sounds about right.
Oh yeah, shoot. There's so much stuff I moved.
This was on the table, right?
Yes.
Alright. This was on the bench.
Yes. Sort of a comfort of home.
Your other jar of butterflies is gone.
Yes. But that's okay.
At least you still have one, right?
Indeed.
I think they tore up your room as well. We should probably go straighten that out.
Those damn neighbors.
You know, maybe those vile people were right. Maybe we should put a door on this place.
Aye.
He can make a few copies of the keys, and Jeanoopie can tell people where they're hidden, people he trusts, and everyone else can just meet him in the front yard.
Oh, okay, I suppose.
He kept asking me, why didn't you put a door on?
As if it was our fault that the place had gotten broken into.
Oh no.
At the end of the day, it is your house, and if you'd prefer there not be doors, then I guess we'll stop by and help pick up every now and then.
I told him I didn't go instruction.
I'd hate for you to have to go do so much work on my behalf.
I don't mind it.
It keeps me from getting scolded by people.
Oh, that's true, although scolding you is probably in the wrong.
Well, every time I've met them, they've had a nasty attitude. And I haven't even done anything.
Because we met them once before. They had one of their transportation circles linked out into the wild over by that awful Lich King. We went through it to see where it wound up, and came out the other side, and immediately got accosted by them for showing up unannounced in the middle of their encampment, I guess. As if we were the ones at fault for checking out the portal, as opposed to them for leaving an open doorway out in the middle of the wilderness.
That's when they were outnumbered.
I wonder if this is them paying back.
Maybe. Overall, I don't have a problem with them. But their attitudes are...
leave much to be desired.
Indeed.
Yes. Sometimes people's circumstances lead them to approach the world in aggressive manners or that sort of thing.
Yes, that is true enough. For the longest time, I just wanted to watch everything burn, but at some point you have to grow up and realize that not everyone's at fault.
I can't get over there. Ah! Oh, I got it. Alright. Jeez Louise.
Hell, at least they left you the broom.
Yes. They don't really take the comforts of home and, society normally. Just, large pieces of wood, grafted metal, and really anything shiny.
Well, should I put doors on your...
I can't make keys myself. I don't know if that's something that is even possible.
Well,
then perhaps a few doors.
Well,
A little gong won't help if Jeanoopie can't open the door. But if we leave one open... So we put a front door on to keep them from coming through the front, but if you were to leave this door open... then you could direct your friends around to this side. They could come and go freely. Neighbors would be deterred at the front door.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Generally, these thralls don't like to climb, so that should at least deter them from going into the back.
I don't know how to build.
Oh, forgot a spoon.
I should probably sweep these feet.
Or a ladle, rather.
Oh, I need the hammer. Okay. Oh, here's the friggin' chair. I was missing it. Okay. Oh. Door, 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 door. Jeez Louise.
Ah, there we go. Now the neighbors can't get in.
Perfect. Or that pesky wolf that suddenly showed up. Not you, the small one.
Oh, the wild one?
Yes.
That'll keep that one up. I see the neighbor stole all the food we left out. I didn't bring any more with me. Just a couple of oranges to fill a basket somewhere if you wanted. That's, I guess, what people do when they have homes. Just fill random baskets with lemons or oranges and set them on tables.
Yes.
It's a
Do you know why?
timeless custom. No.
I guess it's never made sense to me.
In all my time, I haven't figured it out. The closest guess I guess, is it offers the perception of a bounty, so it identifies someone as, not in need, able to provide, even if it's going to go bad.
That would make sense, I suppose. I guess I just figured it was a random urge that everybody got when they got their own place. Similar to how you kind of want to stuff all kinds of bags into one bag to keep them in the same place.
Right.
There are some blueberries in one.
Yes, I did bring some blueberries.
And watermelons.
Just a bit of whatever we had ready.
Aye. That way there can be some food.
Yes, a little hospitality for your guests without necessarily inviting the neighbors over for an impromptu wild party.
Aye.
Okay. And some of these cooking implements would be nice, but maybe we'll avoid the gold ones.
Fair enough.
Yes, given the way the neighbors reacted the last time, perhaps order porcelain might be best.
That door should be quite sturdy.
It'll at least take them a bit of effort to get in.
Oh, this is what they're talking about. Okay,
Or they'll just
got
be
it.
so stuck that they give up.
Well, generally I find there's one of two reactions when there's a door. If it's difficult to get into, you spend the time, get in, and if there's nothing good inside, then you're frustrated and you don't want to try it again. Because it wouldn't be worth it.
Well, they
Gold.
already took everything and then threw everything on the floor.
So they already know there's nothing of worth. The door should be enough of a deterrent to keep them from poking around again.
Aye.
Okay.
Following my usual logic.
Fair enough.
Okay. I guess the cooking implements on the table and then, maybe food in the cupboard or something.
Yes, and then I brought a stack of firewood that you can keep by your stove.
I brought it because she said it yesterday, so I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I did see that some of the stuff you brought was gigantic.
Yes. I wasn't sure of some of the sizing.
Well, thank you for the thought, but we'll probably just leave that in the box for now, anyway. I can't imagine a small army will move in at any time, but I suppose it's possible.
Well, it sounds like you had one after we left yesterday.
True. It's difficult to count the number when they're rushing around, but I would have said 8 or so.
Goodness.
Well, it also seems that taken care of.
Yes.
I don't know if that was the proper way of handling things, but I don't know.
Yes.
The definitive way of handling it.
Not the path I would have taken either, but you can only walk your own.
That's very true.
Are you alright, darling?
I'm fine. Just... It's a lot.
You seem tense.
I don't like being cornered and outnumbered. It sends me straight into a panic.
I understand. Next time, let's try and de-escalate. That way it's not being cornered. Just a conversation.
I don't know what else I could have done. As soon as they turned around and saw a sword in my hand, all bets were out the window.
And I understand the concern is why you pulled out sword. But
Habit.
next time let me lead. Alone anymore.
I shouldn't have run in. I heard strange voices and saw half the stuff out front and I panicked.
I mean, from the note, we should have known. They do frequent here. And we saw one of them yesterday.
I didn't recognize any but the one.
I
You
understand.
know I make a point not to know people.
I understand.
I don't know what it is. Everything always gets tied into such a big damn knot around it.
I'm stuck. Put the table in the wrong spot.
I guess you can't change trouble.
I... And I'll still do whatever I can.
Just please don't get yourself killed for my sake.
I won't.
Well, is there anything else you'd like us to help lay out for you?
Oh,
What is this?
this platter is probably good for mixing pigments and stuff. We might put it into the cabinet out there.
Alright. I did bring a couple of bathtubs as well. I'm not sure if you're able to feel the sensation of water any differently than air, but I figured it was worth a shot.
No, it's... I tried to explain, to someone else recently. It's kind of like swimming, except everything you're swimming in has no resistance, but you're also in everything as well. So it's kind of willful movement forward through something that doesn't exist and is also yourself.
Like swimming through an illusion all day long.
Yes, but you're the illusion too.
Sounds dreadful.
Well, it doesn't hurt or anything, it's just existence, I guess. Existence forward.
I guess.
We used to have a small building near the water that we used for, well, I guess you could call it a bathhouse. I hadn't thought about it in a very long time.
Bathhouse by the water sounds like it would be lovely.
Yes.
Are you able to go down that far anymore?
No.
Water.
No, I haven't been near the water in quite a while. The ruffian that was knocking things off the tables also came outside, so some of the stuff might have rolled down, but I think it's still here.
I'll definitely check around. I had a glimpse outside earlier and I didn't see anything immediately out of place. There was a lot going on. Oh, yep, there's the solvent bottle.
Oh. Well, I'm glad it didn't go over.
A near thing, too.
Careful.
I'll be alright, I've taken worse falls than this.
You've
Hi.
taken this fall, actually.
I have.
Hi. I even picked you up.
This one's not too bad, it just scrapes you up a bit.
You need help with that bottle.
It's wedged in this rock pretty tight.
There we go.
I feel like there was something else on the stool as well.
There was. It's an hourglass, but it was shiny, so they probably took it.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I saw that up in the kitchen.
There. You brought a second one, yes, and you set it out on the table.
Oh, that's right. Well, I guess we can use that one. It just depends where you think you would need it more, out painting or up in the kitchen.
Well, I don't paint, so actually I don't cook either.
Theoretically.
The kitchen's fine. This one probably went over and shattered anyway, if they didn't take it, so.
I noticed that the box over here is open.
Yes, they looked in it like, no. The bandits sorta just kicked it open and it was empty, so they left it. It's a very old box. I guess most of the stuff you brought looks like kitchen implements, so
yes.
if you like, you can grab more of those and set them out. Maybe someday they'll go to use.
Alright. Don't get too comfy. You'll fall asleep.
Maybe.
You're welcome to, I don't mind. Maybe the utensils over here next to the pot and also the shelf up there.
That would make sense.
Oh, these are small. That's all I got. Oh, bowls. That's a big bowl. That doesn't make any sense. What the heck is this? Farmer's basket.
And again, you brought food that I can't eat, but if you like to, I guess, put the watermelon somewhere or whatever this stuff is you brought in the basket.
Perhaps in the corner. I believe the
Okay.
basket has either grains or flour. Just something the guest can use to kind of round out whatever meal they've hunted. That might be beans.
It does appear to be red beans.
Oh, those will keep for a good long while.
Yes. You could, in theory, grind them into flour, but I don't think the bread would be very good.
Probably not. It did look like they'd stolen some paper from your bedroom. I feel like there was a scroll.
Well, I don't see anything missing, but I mean, I've only been here 276,241 days, so maybe I missed something.
Or I'm just getting confused about where I saw all the scrolls at.
They're kind of everywhere, but it's fine.
Weren't there more rings here before?
Yes.
They must have gotten those too.
Yes. These are not incredibly valuable specimens. Those are long gone.
Would you like me to hide the last one in a cabinet somewhere where it's not out in the open?
No, it's fine. If someone desperately needs a ring, I guess they're welcome.
Oh.
Those people who were here earlier, they mentioned taking one of your writings with them.
Oh, I see it.
I'm not sure which one they found, but I think they said it was in Elvish.
And that's fine. I can't imagine there was anything very important here.
Is that a box I see under the bed?
Yes.
Actually, it might be two boxes.
There are a couple boxes, but they are empty.
Well, you can fetch those out and put them on a shelf some other time.
Okay.
I'll wait for Tyrek for that. Not quite strong enough to move a bed that size.
Oh. Okay. Well, they used to contain, just odds and ends related to Master Lance's profession, so a couple jeweler's tools and, random stuff like that.
Well, it looks like aside from the rings, not much else was taken.
No. The painting was missing, but, someone managed to find it and they replaced it, it looks like.
Well, that's good.
Let's say Oh. Did I hear that I'm moving something?
Oh, perhaps the bed upstairs. There's some boxes underneath it that we could try to set on the cabinet. It's a little bit big for just me.
Oh. Okay.
You might be able to just wedge them out from underneath by lifting the bed and wiggling them out.
Try that too. You want to lift? I'll try to squeeze under.
I got this.
What the?
Easy peasy.
Rick.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I can't hit it.
I think there's another one over on this side. And just grab the paper. I can't quite reach.
What the? We're gonna put that sucker on top. Alright, well, we're not.
It seems that the string kind of placed it in the floor.
Oh God!
Interesting.
I'm not sure how I did that.
You're very strong, like you said, I guess. If you could extract
sorry.
it, I'd be impressed, and I guess just throw it up on the shelf.
It looks very old, so do try to be careful.
Oh wow. And no damage to the floor.
A most impressive feat.
I tried to be impressive, I guess.
I'd say succeed.
Oh, stop it. You'll make me blush.
That would only be fair.
Yeah, then we'll both be tomatoes. Oh, love you. Haha. Think you can just stick your tongue out at me.
Well, I think that should be most of the place cleaned up.
Aye. And I don't know
You-
anything else Jeanoopie wants us to do.
I'm not sure. You both do excellent work.
Maybe at some point we could try to fix this poor broken cabinet of yours.
Well, you could just shut all the doors and the drawers. It's probably going to hold itself together then.
Hopefully. There we go. None of the hinges broken.
Thank you.
Very lucky. Oh, missed a plate. Goodness, they really managed to throw stuff everywhere, didn't they?
More of a sweeping motion from one side of the table to the other.
Still need to sweep these leads.
Sure, you can just, I guess, open the door and sweep them out.
They did leave us a broom at least.
That they did. There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, shoot. I can't be seen going through.
It really is a nice view.
Aye.
Just a shame the neighbors are so unpleasant.
Indeed.
Well, they only act up every, I would say, 100 years or so. I think their leadership changes and, they change their motivations and stuff over time.
That would make sense. Humans are fickle creatures like that. Well,
You were saying?
no, I was just going to see if there was anything else that Jeanoopie needed assistance with. Otherwise, we'd probably best get heading.
Not that I can think of. The kitchen, the dining area, the living room, even the garden outside looks great, so...
Makes it feel a little bit more lived in.
I suppose so.
I just wish we knew what was keeping you bound here. Or to give you a bit more freedom.
Aye.
Yes, I'm not sure either, but as I've said, it doesn't seem to matter.
I
People,
suppose as long as you're content.
yes, people come and go, and I do not. Except for what happened earlier.
Yes, what did happen earlier?
It was rather strange. It felt as if I was sort of moved or pushed, not of my own will, and then, shortly after that, I was unable to manifest at all.
Your other visitors weren't trying anything, were they, at the time? Spells or rituals?
No, I don't think so. They had come in because they too saw that there had been a little ransacking that occurred, and they were discussing something. I was talking to Forge, and then I felt it, and I was shoved or whatever, and then and then we discovered the painting was missing, but it wasn't actually missing, it just was moved or something.
You said it felt like you were being pushed. Like by some force or by some being?
I would say a force. As I said, it's difficult to explain the existence. But a force of some sort that is not the illusion, I guess.
So something else in the spirit realm, or whatever half-plane of existence that you're on.
I guess.
Allows you to see this one, but not interact with it.
I guess you could call it a wave of lack of perception, which is difficult to comprehend, but if, as I explained, I am sort of connected to everything else as perception and existence, this was a force that was not that.
I see. Do you think it may have been another spirit interacting at all?
No, I've never experienced something like that.
Have you ever come across any other spirits?
Of course, there are spirits around us now, and pretty much all the time.
So, this was definitely different than they felt.
Definitely. It was as if,
Did it feel magical by chance?
no, it didn't feel like anything.
You just stopped existing for a second and came back.
I didn't even stop existing. There were two different occurrences. The force of, or I guess lack of, perception. And then after that, then there was nothing.
How very strange.
I would say there were about 2 minutes in between the two.
Do you feel alright now, though?
I feel the same, yes.
Well, that's something at least. I was terribly worried when those other people said you were gone.
Oh, thank you for your consideration. I didn't even know I was gone, I don't think. I just wasn't.
It's so hard to even imagine.
It's just as hard to explain, I'd say.
I'd probably understand it better if I was a spirit.
I don't know, it's also new to me, so I don't think I understand it really either.
That's fair. Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
I certainly hope not.
If it does, you'll let us know.
I guess I could write you a letter if it ceases to happen. But if it happens and doesn't stop, then I don't think you'll know.
Hopefully this is just a one-off.
Yeah, since I've never experienced it before, I also can't imagine experiencing it again, but who knows?
You take care of yourself, Jeanoopie. Try to stop by tomorrow.
I'll try, and I'll be here, so I'll look out for you.
And if there's anything you ever need, we do have a birdcage in our room. It's SPCA T and Y. Sorry, T and N, I think it's labeled. You can send us mail with Alexa.
Okay, I will.
Alright. Take care.
You as well.
It was
Goodbye.
nice seeing you again.
It was nice to be visited, thank you.
Bye, Jeanoopie.
Goodbye.
The lantern. We should bring a lantern next time.
Alright. Are you carrying your sword?
Because I see a wolf up here.
Okay, that was crazy. I'm glad I was able to work it out and figure out what will happen or what would happen, instead of tying Jeanoopie to any one thing. Jeanoopie is what I've decided. Jeanoopie is tied to this clue in proximity to the other clue. So by removing the painting from the house, it's not close enough for Jeanoopie to exist anymore. So Jeanoopie just stops existing. And then when he brought it back, it was obviously restored close enough that Jeanoopie can exist again. If they find the other clue, boom, great, story over. If they never find it, also great, story over. Like, Jeanoopie just exists. But yeah. I think it's really, like, I had to improv some because I had the sound issue too. So when as soon as he put it into the coat, like, I experienced the bug. So I had to explain that also, like, oh, Jeanoopie felt a force. So yeah, crazy stuff. I did not see all that junk coming. I was just gonna tell the rest of the story, or I was gonna not, you know. But now we have even more stuff. Oh, they ran past. They're down there. I guess they didn't want to run into all these other people. I gotta pee. BRB.
Boo.
Hello.
Hello.
The hell are you?
It's an interesting question a lot of people ask. Philosophically, I still consider myself a human, but most people would consider me a ghost.
A ghost.
Are you looking for something?
I'm running from something.
Oh. Okay.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Mr. Ghost.
It was nice to meet you as well, running person.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You think she came back in a different form or something to see what I was? I would. Well, wait, why would she fly as a demon? Oh god, I almost fell. Oh! Yo, look at this junk. Hold on. Oh, dang, where is it? Oh, it's down here. Wait, is this it? Ah, shoot. Oh, well. Ah, dang. I don't know if I want to do this. What I want to do is... Should I say this? Ah, well, I don't care. What are they gonna do? Meta me? I don't think so. So, they've been constantly talking about like, oh, if we had a house, we would do this, and I'm thinking about building a house and do all of that stuff. But my entire plan is that Jeanoopie will cease to exist. I do think they'll solve it, and he will vanish. And one of the last things I want to say is, you can have the house. Like, okay, yeah. So I won't say it in this letter, but I'll lay the groundwork for it, right? Okay, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So I think what's gonna happen is we'll have they'll find the final clue. We'll have a discussion about it. I'll tell them what happened. we'll ask some questions. Jeanoopie's story will end, and I'll say, you can have the house. Boom. This is poorly written. So that's what I'll do. I'll just lay the groundwork for it. Okay, this is a crazy letter. It has no basis for like the clues or anything, but it does prep what I want to do, which I might not actually do, but still. It says, Dear Nine and the Wolf. Ow! I hope your journey home was uneventful except in a delightful way, if any. I am glad everyone came away from those tense moments in the house without any violence. Although it does seem to be a common modus operandi, it is often more fruitful long-term to avoid it. I know we spoke about my encounter with Winter earlier. It brought up quite a few concepts I have mulled over for a very long time. It is difficult to verify if I can own anything. Many people identify the Hinkle residence as my house, with quotes. But I can neither affect it in any way, nor clearly do I live within it. Although I do not consider it a prison, one could say that in this metaphor, the prisoner actually owns the prison far more than I do this house. Truly, without the ability to change anything within it, it is the equivalent to me not even perceiving it. What then am I capable of owning? Obviously, my thoughts and self. I think, therefore I am, though not as others are. So, too, do I own my creative works. They sprung from me and continue to exist as concepts from myself. However, when art is enjoyed by others, they certainly have ownership of their reaction to the work, and the purpose is to elicit a response in others. So, I'm sure we can conclude that others own the art just as much as I do, perhaps more so. In the end, I own almost nothing. And as such, it does not really affect me in any way to see something of mine taken as long as I no longer consider anything mine. However, when someone disrupts something that has been intended to remain in a place like the Hinkle home, I do not think this is right. The things you and the mercenaries have brought to shore up or decorate the residence should remain as they were intended. This, then, I think, is a possession of morality. I certainly own my thoughts, and thereby I own the judgment that the items should not be removed. This is a difficult concept, but I'm sure I will have a firmer grasp on it in several hundred years. I hope you have a wonderful eve. Jeanoopie Solano Melongina. Does that whole thing go through? Oh my gosh, it's so long. That thing is nuts. What up, Bye Bye? How's it going? TNN. Wait, what? Why is it? Why? Tyrek and 9, but they also have this one. But I think I should send it to this one. I guess. Alright, cool. I can't get onto this fence, but I destroyed the other parts and I can't rebuild them, so. How has life been? Funny question. I'm playing a ghost, so It's been thought-provoking, I guess is the way to say it. I'm just chilling. Recently, I took a vacay to California, did a bunch of stuff there, so that was obviously really good, and then came back, and I've just been sort of chilling since then. Oh, you saw the other night? Cool. Yeah, basically, he's a ghost, and I created a murder mystery, and there's a bunch of clues in the house, and people can go in. There's now a door, but people can go in and just explore and look for clues, and they have. A lot of them have looked for clues, so yeah. The people who are currently closest are missing one clue, and I think once they get that, it'll all come together, because they'll be like, what is this? And I'll explain it, and then they'll be like, oh, I got it. So yeah. There's notes like this one that used to be covered in vines, and they uncovered it, and then there's a ton of them sort of spread out all over. There's one right here in the vines, and then there's that's not actually one of mine. What the door is new, like I said. There's these notes, and then sort of notes spread out everywhere like this, and they all say like stuff about the past, and some of the notes say stuff about the present, like people I've met. So if you read them all, you learn basically about all the people who live around here and all the people who used to live around here. Yeah, I wanted to, as you know, I don't really do backstory stuff, so I wanted to really focus on backstory. So I thought, if I can't leave, if I'm a ghost who doesn't move, I'll be so bored that I'll just write backstory. And so that's what I did. This is the first house I've ever built in Conan. It seems pretty sweet. And then I just wrote backstory. I wrote the backstory for the people who lived with Jeanoopie. I wrote all of that junk. You know what I mean? So... and it's all like legit too. The references are references to like real life stuff. The flowers that I describe are all real. The god and the rings are all real. They're actually all from the same area. So if anyone did Google any of them, all of the results come to the same sort of area, on a different plane, obviously, but yeah. And it took me forever. Mostly I just float here and look that way. Yeah, definitely time consuming. It's crazy that Jeanoopie, this ghost, has existed for, let's see, what's the timer on this stream? 6 hours. So, 110 hours. Which means I have played 110 hours literally on this rock, not going anywhere. I've never seen any of the map. And so much of it has just been completely blank. Yes, bound to this location. People come by and try and figure out why, but I decided that unless they get all the clues and like finish the story, that Jeanoopie will just be stuck here. So I literally have not left here. I used to spend a lot of time up on top, looking around at junk, but it became too difficult to catch people as they ran by. So now I wait out in the front. As with all my characters, it was a joke that I am still telling. It is nearing its finale, though. The server ends in 2 days. So they either figure out what happened, or Jeanoopie just continues to exist here. I had this really cool idea to be really brutal to the people who were trying to like actually come by and figure it out. They kept coming by and yeah, I got you. It's cool. It's no biggie. Surprisingly, way more people come by than I expected. But as no one was really solving anything, and you know, time was going on, and we got the notice that the server was going to come down, I started pulling holes in the walls because I was going to, like, the day of the server, be dramatic and say like Jeanoopie's house crumbles and he ceases to exist, right? But these people came by and they were just so insistent that they help rebuild, and I kept going like, oh no, it doesn't matter, you know, and they were like, well, we could just fix the walls and holes and stuff. And I was like, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. And then they were like, let's do it. And I was like, fine, freaking let's do it. So they rebuilt all the walls. They rebuilt all the ceilings and everything. And then they started like bringing over decorations and stuff and just standing there and being like, we'll help you put them out, because Jeanoopie can't touch anything or hold anything. So they put out all the stuff, like brought over food and like items and all of that junk, and just started decorating and stuff. And I was like, well, okay, I guess Jeanoopie's house doesn't crumble. What do I do now? But it's actually lucky. The story of the server is going to a different plane of existence, so it doesn't matter. Jeanoopie will still be here alone, so it's good. It's just really funny that like I literally said over and over like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's cool, it's nature, and they were like, let's fix it. Yeah. Well, what's funny is they can't even touch it. Because of the, you know, the like building restrictions and stuff. I had to put all the walls back, and I have no idea how to build anything. And I built the house over a month ago. Like, I don't remember how to do any of that junk. So they're like, okay, we're gonna fix the roof, and I'm like panicking, like trying to figure out how to do it and junk. And then today I couldn't, they were like, we're going to put a door out front. And I was like, I can't remember how to do that. And what I was doing is just pulling existing pieces, because Conan allows you to like copy and paste. It's very cool. But there are no doors. And I was like, how do I make a door? Like, I don't even know. I don't know how to get to that menu anymore. So it was just me floating around panicking while they were like, oh, we're going to do this and this. It was very funny. Yeah, they updated the system. It's actually, the system I think is really cool for building now. Not the way it used to be. The way it used to be was kind of meh, like normal. But I think it's really cool now because like, so you build by using your hammer, right? And I have a door selected, but if I want to make that wall specifically, I could just mouse button, and now I'm building that wall or this roof. So if I'm doing like, even if I'm alternating stuff, like it's really cool that you could just swap through things like that. And yeah, you just sort of can like copy and paste and build, and it seems very simple once you know. And then there's also this menu, which is the thing I could not find, but now I definitely remember. And it's got all these different styles and, you know, all sorts of stuff you can make. Excuse me. So I think it's very cool now, but the stuff before building was not very easy for me. But I don't really build either, so I mean, I don't really do anything, gather anything. All the stuff within that I built is just from the like starter kit. Like I didn't gather anything at all, so if I didn't have the item for crafting, I just didn't make it. I think I'm gonna run this Stream Raiders that's about to pop and then go take my doggo for a walk. It's kind of late though. I'll have to see if he wants to. But so many people have said like, oh, this is an interesting concept, even though I don't recommend it to anyone. Yeah, of course, like the time it takes is wild, but people make some amazing stuff when they have that time, so it's very cool for building. But what I was gonna say is that speaking of time, so many people have said, hey, this is an interesting concept. I haven't really seen it before. And I'm like, oh, well, don't do it. It's very boring. But I've been taking the streams and small-intifying them down into just the RP portions, which makes them very short, honestly. 5 or 7 hours becomes just 1 hour, and a bunch of it's me talking by myself, you know. But anyway, so I've been putting those on YouTube just to like be able to show people, hey, here's just your interactions or whatever. It's not 5 hours of silence. Well, I mean, I talk from time to time, but it's not 5 hours of nothing and then the interaction, you know. So that's been interesting too. Yeah, it's a very funny joke. Like, I wonder if I could stream nothing, and I wonder if I could. Well, I already knew that I could play just sitting around. Like, how hard is that? You know, like, it doesn't take me anything at all to sit here. But I think it's a funny joke. Yeah, the original concept was more like, oh, what if I'm the haunted house? Like, what if I'm the house? And so I just like have something sort of hidden or invisible inside. haha, that's so funny. But I didn't think anyone would come in. I didn't think anyone would ever explore it, you know, and I saw a lot of people just run right by, even though there are no doors. So I do think it's better as a ghost instead of just a haunted house, even though it's so funny. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go, like I said, walk my doggo if he's ready. But it's also been, I just checked the time and can't remember, 7 hours of the field. So, well, I mean, there were people RPing too, but it's been a lot of time in the field. So I'm gonna go. Thanks for stopping by and chilling or lurking or whatever. It doesn't count as lurking though if you talk, so you know. But yeah, I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably they will come by and try and solve the mystery tomorrow, so that'll be cool. And yeah, I'll be literally here, right here.
Have hearts. Have hearts. Have hearts. Have hearts.